Greetings, Monday morning. It is this Monday, November the 10th, 2025, and I'm so glad that you're along for the ride. And I think we continue to pick up followers one by one, which is really, really cool. So thank you for listening, and thanks for hopefully spreading the message as well. Let's see. How was your weekend? Mine was restful mostly. I took a nice walk in Central Park on Saturday. It was just absolutely out of a postcard as far as Central Park in the fall. The colors were blasting out, lots of yellows and orange and brown, kind of that orangey brown color. Lots of leaves still on the trees. It was like 60 degrees, just absolutely perfect. Picture perfect, stunning even. So really, really enjoyed that. Watched a football game that afternoon. It was unbelievable. And and then Sunday, a little bit of maintenance shopping and mostly rest. Visited with some family on Zoom, but mostly rest, some cleaning, just what the doctor ordered, I suppose. So that was really, really great. I hope you had a rejuvenating weekend as well. Today we're looking at a pretty nice day here anyway, although it's going to be rainy later on, so we'll brace ourselves for that. It's kind of cloudy, but it won't be that cold, so we'll just take whatever winds we can have. Anyway, it'll be a good opportunity to be inside and get some great work done. Checking the almanac. Well, first of all, there's a bit of news. We have two almanacs, farmers' almanacs in the U.S. One of them started in the early 1800s, and that one called Farmer's Almanac. That one is ending after 200 years. But apparently, this caused a whole bunch of confusion because there's another one called the Old Farmer's Almanac. They're both from New England area. I think one's Maine and one's New Hampshire. But everybody thought that the Old Farmer's Almanac was closing down. And that one's even older. That one started, I think, in 1789. That one is still going strong, apparently. But the Farmer's Almanac, after 200 years, it's just too hard to keep it going. So there you have it. Also, what did I see here in the history books? What was it here? Who was it? Well, I saw Jack Palance died in 2006 on this day, so almost 20 years, 19 years. If you know who Jack Palance is, he was so great. What a great guy. Great actor. Let's see. I can't find it. I'm sorry. There was something that I found. Oh, I know what it was. This was just sort of television history. Sesame Street made its television debut on this day in 1969, which that's pretty amazing too. So that's how old Sesame Street is. I can only imagine what it looked like in 1969 compared to what it became. It became a global phenomenon. I mean, there's a lot of countries where I was actually surprised when I first went to Japan that people knew Sesame Street. So the power of media, and especially children's media, is pretty amazing. So where are we at today? Well, the journey continues. I've talked about some recent successes with trying out some new things. I have to say, the overwhelm hits me. It's one of the reasons why the weekends are so important, because I can be overwhelmed by all of the things that are unforeseen or unknowable. And I need the breaks to calm my head down and get clear on what the next right thing is, and get clear on strategy as well. Because it can be very easy to lose the plot. But I do want to say that one of the things that's really inspiring me as we head into the end of this very difficult year has been the football coach of my university team, the Oregon Ducks. And his name is Dan Lanning, and he's just, he's been there for several years. He wins a lot of games. But he has a certain intensity to him and a focus that I am increasingly finding not just inspiring on a topical level. It's helping me. I listen to what he says and the way he says it, and I just apply it. And at the end of this last game, they played Iowa over the weekend, and they had a small lead for most of the game and then lost the lead in the last minute and a half of the game. I think it was a minute and 50 seconds they had left. And I knew they were going to win it. And I knew they'd figure it out because this is how this guy is. And this is how the team is that he leads. And sure enough, they came back, get the field goal, and they win. But more than that, even if they had lost, his attitude is incredible. And these reporters, a lot of them ask the same kind of I don't know. I mean, I guess they're questions that you ask, but sometimes they just seem kind of silly. But it's like, oh, what's it like playing in these difficult conditions, And it was raining most of the game. Fair enough. I'm not going to call it a stupid question. I might ask it myself. But Dan Lanning's response to all of those questions, no matter what they are, oh, it's difficult without this player. Oh, it's difficult with the weather. Oh, it's difficult being on the road. His answer is always pretty much, the same thing. And it's basically like, we love that. That's great. We use that. I mean, even if a player's out, it's like, yeah, that's tough. We got lots of great players. This is a whole team. It's not one person. But every adversity, everything that's in his way, his attitude is, it's fuel. It's fuel. It's part of our path to victory. And, I think having gone through basically a full grieving process earlier this year, and then, at the circumstances that made it clear to me I needed to make a big pivot. But once I was through that, then it's like, okay, it's all got to be fuel. What do I do? How do I take what I've learned from that experience and build the next big thing, and even bigger and even better? And I have to say, on my good days, and most of them are pretty good, that's where I'm at right now. And I like listening to people who are winners in the best sense. They're winning with others. They have a sense that it's a team effort. I love that. And I love just looking at all of these difficulties as one more piece of kindling on the fire. And I find that to be very, very inspiration. So what do you have going on that's the kindling for your fire that you may not even like, but it's valuable? It's valuable. It's all valuable. It's all opportunity. And that is not to be confused with, burying your head in the sand. It's the opposite. It's acknowledging what it is. It's even acknowledging that something doesn't feel good, or you don't like it, or there's fear around it. And then taking that, okay, how do I use that fear to propel me, for example? All right. I hope that's helpful to you in some way. But that is where I'm at. As always, it's good to be with you on this Monday. Please share this program with friends who need a little morning vitamins. Give us a good like on Apple Podcasts if you can. Give us a good rating, I should say. I haven't checked that number. I still need to go check those numbers. I will do that today. I will do that. But in the meantime, have a great Monday, and we will check back with you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.